Hi, I'm Abby Nelson. I'm the Ag Ed Coordinator at NOFA Vermont, and one of the programs that I coordinate is the Farm to Community Mentor program. And that's a program that we run across the state to nurture relationships between farmers and communities. That can happen in many ways. Sometimes it's farmers in classrooms, sometimes it's informal library talks or community celebrations. And our favorite, our very own Farmer Correspondence Writing Program. These activities make agriculture come alive, building community relationships and illustrating that farms and farmers are valuable resources.
My name is John Connell. I live in Underhill Center. I'm a teacher and part-time farmer. I work for NOFA within the Farm to School Correspondence Program, facilitating connections between farms and schools. The value of the mentor program is really exciting to me because it means that if a farm and a classroom are joined together and that the children begin to have a relationship with the farmer and that the farmer visits the classroom and the children visit this farm and so on, that what happens usually is that the kids grow to understand a whole food system. They understand a relationship with the land that they don't normally have unless they come from a farming family.
Learning some things about farming? I'm Tammy Davis. We're at the Davis Farm in Jericho, Vermont. I think it's been about 5 years since I started writing to schools. We developed a program here based on the state standards to help support the education in the classroom.
This is a connection beyond the visual. During the summer, you can see agriculture happening all over. You see gardens, farmers in fields, tractors, cows, everything's active and happening. But what about the winter? What's happening then? So what happens is, through the farmer correspondence, farmers are writing to classrooms about what the winter months are like and basically sharing what farming is really like 12 months out of the year.
When I start, the letters, we introduce ourselves and we just tell about what we're doing, and often it's in the fall, so, things are wrapping up here, and so there's not a lot happening, but the students are just getting introduced to us, so then their questions start, and they want to know about, naming calves. They want to know how many calves we're having, what is a calf, do they eat, do they sleep, just really fun things.
If you have a classroom that's linked with a farm in a school and the children are growing with that relationship, as is the farmer, the school is affected. Next thing you know, there's another teacher who's interested. The next thing you know, the kitchen gets interested. Next thing you know, you have a school garden. Next thing you know, they're cooking the food from the garden. So it grows from this very important seed of farm to school correspondence. So it's a wonderful, it really works.
I think it's really important for these programs to happen because there's such a disconnect now between families, students, the population, and farming. And often folks don't even know there's a dairy farm in their backyard. Kids are very unaware of the whole process of dairying, of where milk comes from, where their food comes from, and so I think it's really important to get kids out here so they can have the experience of a real working farm.
I think that these experiences, both the writing experience and the actual farm field trips, are important for a variety of reasons. One is that when we connect people directly with their food source, they have a different appreciation, valuing food in a different way.
Cheese, and this is Monterey Jack cheese. It's very mild cheese, so I think you'll think it's just fabulous.
And even if they're going to a dairy farm and they don't actually drink that farm's milk, they have an appreciation for what's the backstory, what goes into actually getting that milk into a gallon container that is bought at the store.
There are so many facets to dairying. There's so many life jobs that evolve out of a need on a farm. And I think it's a great experience for kids, especially young children, to see areas that they can use these skills that they're learning in school to be applied to a real life job, to a real life situation.
I think that a community member who supports the mentor program at NOFA can have a real impact with the funds that they give. It really is a concrete way in which community members can support a real authentic learning experience.
It's easy to find out more about the Farmer Correspondence Program by calling NOFA Vermont at 434-4122. Anybody there can answer your questions about the Farmer Correspondence Program and connect you to a regional farm to community mentor who can then connect classrooms and farmers to start the writing relationship.